Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first edition of Behind the Mic on GoLeopards.com. Certainly glad you are with us. John Leone, Gary Laubach, we are really looking forward to Saturday at 6 o'clock when Lafayette kicks off the 2015 season against William and Mary. Mike Joseph will be alongside of me in the booth, just not able to attend our meeting here today. And John, I think it behooves us to take a look at the Leopards since we haven't seen them yet and talk a little bit about them before we talk about William and Mary, who will certainly be a formidable opponent.
Absolutely. I had a chance to attend the scrimmage a week ago Saturday, and I can tell you this, Drew Reed looks healthy. He was throwing darts. Blake Surfas certainly has a great knowledge, a great grasp of the offense. They know what they're going to do. There's been some continuity in that regard. But I got to tell you, what stood out to me in that scrimmage is the athleticism along our defensive line. Mark Dodd leads a host of terrific linebackers, but I got to tell you, those down linemen, that front four, they can really get off the football, Gary, and that'll be the key. I think one layer of the defense will support the next layer, and I think that's why our defense will carry us through a really difficult first part of the schedule.
And it's all going to start on Saturday when the tribe of William and Mary come in town under head coach Jimmy Laycock. Between Jimmy Laycock and Frank Tavani, we've got 52 years of coaching experience. Laycock with 36 years himself, Frank entering his 16th season, and this has always been a formidable program. Right now they're ranked number 18 in the FCS, as the CAA has Villanova at number 3, New Hampshire at number 7, Richmond at number 13, and Delaware, of course, who will play the following week, is right up there in that mix also. We saw the tribe the last 3 years, Lafayette 1 and 2 against them. They bring their quarterback back. Steve Cluley started every game last season. He was outstanding. They have an outstanding running back in Abdul Zabor. We saw too much of him last year. But they have lost their top 2 receivers. They look very strong at linebacker. They're big, they're tough. They're always huge along the offensive line of scrimmage. They will certainly be a challenge.
You know, Gary, it's an interesting matchup. Gone are the days when this was a David-Goliath kind of matchup. William and Mary with full scholarships. We had a roster full of need-based kids. And so Frank really tapped into that emotional element, and we went down there with that mentality, and we've always been competitive. I think William and Mary is terrific at the skill positions. I don't think that we're going to be able to out-scheme them as much anymore, although that's helped us in the past. But we're at home, and there can be no mistaking the credibility of William and Mary's program. They're coming into Fisher Field. These kids know that. They know that William and Mary has been an established program in the past, and it's just going to add fuel to our fire. I think the emotional element will really give Lafayette a boost. And again, this is a heck of a team, and you're not going to fool Jimmy Laycock very much. 2 experienced head coaches going at it.
And one guy we're going to have to figure out where he is all the time when he's on the defensive side of the football is Luke Rhodes. He's all conference, he's an All-American, and he's just outstanding in that linebacker position, as is their cornerback, DeAndre Houston Carson, also all conference, a 4-year starter. So it's going to be a real challenge for Lafayette, but Frank Tavani wanted the schedule to be stepped up. He said if we're getting scholarships and we want to get ourselves into the playoffs, we've got to play and beat teams like William and Mary. We'll see if that all happens on Saturday when you can join me and Matt Province and Phil Ing and Mo Bennett. Of course, John Leone and Mike Joseph will be alongside of me in the booth as we will start another season of Lafayette College football. Glad you joined us. We'll be here every week for Behind the Mic.